Stop judging people. Stop judging people. You have no idea what a person is going through in their life. I was recently watching a video that Kevin Gates posted, and I was so disappointed. He had bought a homeless woman a sandwich, and after he bought her the sandwich, she put it in her bag and she kept holding her sign so that she can get more food, more money, or whatever else she needed.
This kind of shit pissed me the fuck off. I reached her my Chick-fil-A sandwich out the window, right? This motherfucking bitch then put my Chick-fil-A sandwich in her book sack and put the sign back up there. Now, I thought you said you was hungry. You would work for food. You should have ate that bitch right there. You so fucking hungry. She put that bitch in her book sack and put the sign back up. I said, you bitch.
She could have been saving that burger for later. She could have been saving it to take home to her kids. She could have been building it up so she could have something to eat now and later. You have no idea why she put that food in her bag and kept on working, because basically she's out there working even though it's begging people for money. This is the thing for me. How dare you with your judge somebody, and excuse my language, but you wealthy. How dare you look down upon somebody? And this is the thing. Before you got wealthy, you had a struggle too. Everybody goes through some type of struggle in their life, and if you don't, if you say you haven't, you're lying. You, your mama, your sister, your cousin, somebody done been through something. How dare you sit there and judge somebody? You don't know what type of barriers a homeless person is facing. Sometimes not having an address can be a barrier. They're homeless. Sometimes it can be a barrier to getting an ID. Sometimes it can be a barrier to getting a job because you got to put an address on the application for a job. Sometimes they can't get a job because they don't have an ID to get a job. They don't have an ID because they don't have an address to put on the ID. They don't have a address because they're homeless. Sometimes people don't want them sending their mail to their home. What are they supposed to do? Sometimes they go to shelters and be mistreated at these shelters, and they're treated badly because they don't have anybody advocating for them. Sometimes they don't know how to advocate for themselves. They'll weaponize your staying in that shelter against you, against the homeless person. Sometimes they talk to them crazy, don't give them all the resources that they're due. Sometimes they keep some of the resources for themselves. Ask me how I know these things, okay, you guys? I feel like I just went through a season in my life so that God can allow me to see what is really going on, what is really happening with the homeless people, what is really happening in these shelters and these places that are supposed to be resources and safe spots and safe havens and things of that nature to help homeless people, to help people who are experiencing financial challenges. You have no idea what a person is going through. So stop your judging, stop looking down upon somebody, and how about this? Look at yourself in the mirror, because you may not be homeless, but what are you experiencing? You experiencing something. This is another thing that blew me away. When you're looking for housing, they're building up all these new houses in the hood, $1,300 rent. Who in the hood can afford to pay $1,300 rent? That is a mortgage. A person that in the hood that's paying $1,300 rent, trust and believe they're robbing Peter to pay Paul. They're living above their means, and they're only doing it so that they can have better, because the apartments that they built in these hoods are really nice apartments. And who don't want to live nice? Everybody wants to live nice. The problem is putting people in debt and making them mess up their name, giving them eviction on their record. This is respectfully towards Kevin Gates and everybody who judges people who are homeless. I understand, because if you have not been in their situation, it's easy to prejudge. It's easy to say, go get a job, go get this, go get that. But unless you've experienced what they're going through, maybe they did do something to lose their place. Maybe they didn't pay their rent. Maybe they did mess up. We all mess up. Everybody deserves a second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth chances. Because how many chances have you had? Okay, some people mess up. That don't condemn them for the rest of their life. That don't give you a reason to look down upon them for the rest of their life. So what if they mess up? They deserve a second chance too. So what if they mess up? They deserve a home too. So what? They deserve to be taught. You don't know what type of family they've come from. You don't know what they know, what they don't know. Just because God has blessed you to be knowledgeable and informed and come from a good family doesn't mean that everybody else gets that. Sometimes we have to learn from others. That's why you should not judge people. You see them out in the street, You're debating on giving them $1 or a couple of dollars because you're afraid that they may go use it to use on drugs, go use it for alcohol, go use it for beer. Give them the $1 anyway. That beer might keep them from going around robbing somebody or killing themselves or hurting their child. That drug might keep, and I know some people don't believe in what I'm saying, and that's okay. But you have no idea what that person is going to use that money for, and God is going to bless you regardless. How hard and how humiliating is it for them to have to stand out there holding that sign? And then the government with the resources act like homelessness is not a problem when it's a huge problem in America. It's a huge problem here, for real. I have seen things on this last part of my journey that blew me away, and that I know homelessness needs to be addressed in America, period. You know, if, ands, or buts about it. Y'all keep raising the rent, y'all keep raising car prices, y'all keep raising food prices, but y'all don't want to raise people's salary. Y'all don't want to raise people's pay. What are people supposed to do? And I really feel that the government is creating criminals, because if you don't have enough money to be able to pay your rent, if you don't have enough money to be able to buy food, if you don't have enough money to buy clothing and necessities and personal care items, what is this person supposed to do? What are they supposed to do? Then you want to look down upon them for signing up for welfare. You want to look down upon them for getting a food stamps or a welfare check. You want to look down upon them for stealing. You want to look down on them for selling drugs. You want to look down upon them for coming up with some type of hustle to be able to take care of themselves, to be able to take care of their family, to be able to take care of their household. What are they supposed to do? What would you do if you were in that situation? Some of y'all would kill yourself, because that's what y'all do. Y'all would kill yourself rather than figure out how to fight for yourself. Now, I'm not saying, and then some people don't want to do that. Some people sell their body. Some people don't want to sell their body. Some people don't want to steal. Some people don't want to sell drugs. Some people don't want to get themselves in a worse predicament than what they are already in. So what are they supposed to do? What are they supposed to do? They're working for, and I'm talking about working homeless people. People who are working way more than 40 hours a week and still struggling. People who don't have drug addiction issues that are still struggling. This is happening in America right now. Some people, yes, face drug addiction issues. Some people, yes, are facing mental health issues. Some people, yes, do mismanage their money. How about, instead of putting these people in prisons, how about we create different programs to help these people, to teach these people how to grow, to address their mental health issues, to address whatever boundaries they're facing that is causing this homeless issue that they're experiencing. It's people who work over 40 hours a week and who are still struggling, who are still homeless, who are still poor. I've seen it with my own eyes. I know what I'm talking about. So stop judging people. Before you judge somebody, judge yourself. How about that? It's because you got stuff you going through too. People might not know what your stuff is, but you going through something too. You don't want nobody to judge you. Don't judge others. How about have a little empathy for these people? And thank God that it's not you going through what they're going through. How about going to give them $1? How about go ahead and be a blessing to them? How about let's do the right thing to help these people? And I could go on and on and on. And maybe one day I will, because this is an issue. Homelessness is an issue that needs to be addressed seriously in America. Happy Monday, y'all. Have a good day. And just please be mindful when you're judging somebody. You have no idea what they're going through.